What if I told you, the best electric scooter of 2025 isn't from Xiaomi, Segway, or even Razer? Dramatic pause. In fact, our number one pick is half the price, but outperforms them all. Sound effect, electric zoom. Before you waste $1,000, watch this brutal top 5 showdown, because one of these scooters could dangerously fail you. Pause. All purchase links are in the description. Let's roll. Number 1. Gotrax G4. The Gotrax G4 is a tried and tested scooter that has been a popular model for a number of years now. It's available in several different power levels, but for the purpose of this review, we're focusing on the entry-level model, which is the 500W single-motor version, which is available for around $569. Generally, commuting scooters tend to have around 250W 350W of power, so Gotrax's 500W motor is a step up, and is a good option for heavier riders, up to 264 pounds, and those who live in hillier areas. Personally, I prefer a scooter that has a top speed of 20 miles per hour or more. So many scooters are limited to 15.5 miles per hour, and it just feels too sluggish. But the Gotrax G4 hits 20 miles per hour quickly and easily. For reference, I weigh 187 pounds. Dual motor versions of this scooter are available, so for riders who need something more powerful, you can go for the dual 500W or dual 650W motor option. Something I really liked about the G4 is how comfortable the footplate is. The grippy tread makes you feel safe in all weathers. My criticism would be that the combination of the hard pneumatic tires and the lack of suspension do lead to the G4 being a sporty/hard ride, which can be tough on the wrists if you're riding long distances. Number 2. Niu K3 Max. I was curious about how well the Niu K3 Max would hold up in terms of performance and comfort, and it definitely surprised me in a lot of ways. First off, the 350W motor with a 700W peak output packs enough punch to get you moving up to 20 miles per hour without breaking a sweat. I did a mix of flat and uphill terrain, and I was impressed by its ability to handle about 20% grade hills. It didn't struggle at all, which is a huge plus if you live in a city with some elevation. On a full charge, I managed to get close to the 31-mile range without worrying about the battery running out, which is perfect for a longer commute or weekend ride. It takes about 6 hours to fully charge, so not too bad if you leave it charging overnight. One feature that really stood out for me was the comfort. The deck is 13% wider than some other models, and that made a noticeable difference in terms of stability. I didn't feel cramped, even when I was standing for longer stretches. The 25% wider handlebars, at 47.3 inches, felt more secure in my grip, especially when navigating through traffic. And those 2.5-inch thick tires? They made the ride so much smoother, even on rougher patches of road. I felt the shock absorption working, and it definitely made the experience more comfortable. When it comes to safety, Niu didn't skimp. The scooter comes with a triple braking system, front and rear disc brakes plus electric braking, which gave me confidence when I needed to stop quickly. The regenerative braking is also a nice touch, helping to recover some energy while you're stopping, which adds a bit to the overall efficiency of the ride. Plus, the scooter has halo headlights and brake lights for better visibility, which I really appreciated when riding at night. Number 3. iScooter 9.4. The iScooter 9.4 comes with an 800W motor that gives it plenty of power, letting me hit speeds of up to 28 miles per hour and easily cover about 28 miles on a single charge. I took it through different terrains, and the 10-inch off-road tires with dual shock absorbers made sure I was comfortable, even on bumpy paths. One thing I really liked was the height-adjustable handlebar. Being able to adjust it between 44.5 to 52.8 inches made it easy to find a comfortable riding position. And it's foldable, so carrying or storing it is a breeze. However, at 51 pounds, it's a bit on the heavier side, so you might want to keep that in mind if you need to carry it around a lot. The turn signals and ambient lights are great for evening rides, and the Mini Robot app adds a fun element by letting me lock the scooter remotely and adjust settings like speed. If you're in the market for something that offers power, comfort, and practicality, the iScooter 9.4 definitely delivers. Number 4. iScoote. The iScooter electric scooter turned out to be a surprisingly fun and practical ride. I tested the 350W model, and while it's not the most powerful out there, the 19 miles per hour top speed felt zippy enough for commuting without feeling like I was crawling. The acceleration is smooth, and the cruise control feature saved me from holding down the throttle during longer stretches, definitely a nice touch for city riding. One thing I really appreciated was how lightweight it is. At just 26 pounds, folding it up and stashing it in the trunk was easy enough. I could easily see this being useful for quick errands or hopping on public transport. It folds in 3 seconds, according to their website, though, I have to say, it took me a bit longer, so it's perfect for anyone who doesn't want to wrestle with their scooter at the end of the day. The ride itself is decent for a scooter without suspension. The honeycomb tires do an okay job absorbing smaller bumps, though you'll feel it if the road gets rough. What impressed me was the braking system. Having both disc brakes and an anti-lock system made stopping feel controlled and reliable, even when I had to make a sudden stop. Charging didn't feel like a hassle either. It took about 4 hours to top up, and the 18-mile range felt solid for my daily trips. Plus, the Smart app is a neat bonus. I could lock it remotely, adjust the settings, and check battery life, which added some extra peace of mind. Number 5. Inmotion Climber. I took the Inmotion Climber electric scooter for a test ride, and it definitely impressed me. If you're someone who has to deal with hills on a regular basis, this scooter might be a game changer. With dual 750W motors, the Climber easily handles 36% inclines. I took it up a steep hill near my place, and honestly, it didn't even feel like a challenge. Whether you're commuting or just out for a weekend ride, this scooter has the power to tackle whatever terrain you throw at it. The top speed of 23.6 miles per hour is more than enough for me, and it's fast enough to get you around without feeling like you're creeping along. What really stood out was the range. I got about 35 miles on a full charge, which is pretty solid for a scooter this powerful. The waterproof design is also impressive, IP56 rating, and I didn't hesitate to ride it through a bit of light rain, feeling confident that the weather wouldn't stop me. Riding the Climber is a comfortable experience, especially with the 10-inch pneumatic tires that absorb a lot of the bumps and cracks in the road. The brake system is solid, with 3 different mechanisms to ensure smooth stops even when you're going at higher speeds. Another nice touch is the scooter's foldability. At 45 pounds, it's not super light, but it folds up quickly and fits easily into my car's trunk, making it easy to take along wherever I go. So, which scooter would you ride? Pause, smash that like button if you're shocked by number 1, and comment your dream scooter below. Fast pace, subscribe now, we're exposing a huge scooter scam next week. Whisper, trust me, you'll want to see it. All scooter links are in the description. See you in the next one.